Hey everybody, Mr. Kobe here. I want to do a little short lab experiment just on some steps of the scientific method. And what I have here is just some water with some blue drops of food coloring in. Blue, so hopefully you can see it better. And watch this. When I add a drop of water just onto this plate here, and I only added the food coloring so you can hopefully see this better. Notice how the water kind of beads up. I'll try to zoom in from a lower level in a moment. Put a few drops down. And if I kind of go a little lower here, you can kind of see how the water beads up. Well, that's because there's a characteristic, there's a chemical property of water called cohesion. And what this is water molecules within each bead are sticking to other water molecules within the same bead. Like sticks to like. Water sticks to water. That's a property of cohesion. And because of cohesion, we're going to do a very simple lab activity here. We're going to see how many drops of water, how many drops of just tap water can fit onto the head of just a standard issued US penny. So we're going to do it 3 times with 3 different pennies to make sure that our results are true and, not due to some kind of random chance event. So I'm going to take my little eyedropper here. I squirted out the blue colored water. And I'm going to suck up some just regular tap water here. And I'm going to go ahead and count how many drops until it spills off the penny here. So here we go. Hopefully you can see this okay, and maybe you can kind of count along with me. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You see how the water is beating up? Again, that's because of cohesion. We left off at 10. Here we go. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so the 20th drop spilled. So we're going to say 19 drops of water fit on the head of that particular penny. And so I'm going to put the camera down, pause it for a moment, write that number down, and I'll be right back. Okay, so again, 19 drops of water fit on penny number 1 before it spilled. Now we're going to do the same thing, repeat penny number 2. So here we go. How many drops of water tap water can fit on this penny? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, you can see the water beating up. That's because of cohesion. 11, 12, 13, 14. Here we go. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, it spilled. The 20th drop spilled. So again, 19 fit on the penny. Is it always going to be the same? Well, I don't know. That's why we're doing it multiple times. I'm going to pause for a moment so I can write that down. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, one last time. Tap water here. How many drops of tap water can fit on the head of this particular penny here? Let's start adding the drops and counting. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No. So only 15, but actually the 15th drop caused the spill, so 14 drops. I'm going to go ahead and pause and write that number down. Okay, so you can see based on the 3 trials, 19 drops, 19 drops, and 14 drops, I think you guys should know how to calculate the average. So go ahead and do that now, and I'm going to continue in one moment. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is here's a container of tap water, but I've added a little bit of dish soap and swirled it all together. And I used my little eyedropper here and I sucked up some of this soapy tap water. And we're going to see if soap has any impact on water's ability to stick to itself, on its cohesion. So let's go ahead and add some drops of water, soapy water, to the penny, and we'll go ahead and count along until it spills. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then it started to spill. So actually the 14 drops fit. The 15th drop caused the spill. Let me write that down. I'm going to pause the video. I'll be right back. Okay, so trial number 1, 14 drops of the soapy tap water fit on the head of the penny. Let's go ahead and do trial number 2 here. So how many soapy tap water drops can fit on the head of a penny? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So the 17th drop spilled, so there was 16 drops on it. I'm going to go ahead and pause and write that down. Okay, trial number 2, 16 drops of soapy tap water fit on the penny before it spilled. Let's go ahead and do trial number 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 drops. So actually 13 fit on the penny. I'm going to go ahead and try to write that down without pausing. So 13 drops because the 14th drop spilled all over the piece of paper. Okay, so you can see the soapy tap water, 14 drops, 16 drops, 13 drops. I think you can go ahead and calculate the average. Now let's put these side by side with the soapy water on the bottom and the tap water on the top. Again, the tap water you can see 19 drops trial 1, 19 drops trial 2, 14 drops trial 3. I hope you've already calculated your average. Well, that's a difference. Notice how they're a little different down here, the soapy water versus the tap water. So what we're going to try to figure out now is, what effect soap had on water's cohesion. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pause and do something else in a moment. Okay, so here's the last part of this activity. We're going to do this one more time with 3 more pennies, but follow along here. Here's some tap water, but I've added soap into the tap water. I also sprinkled some salt into the water, and the reason it's in a coffee mug is because I placed it in the microwave for about 20-30 seconds. So the water inside is pretty warm, and we're going to see if soapy tap water plus salt plus warm water, how many drops can fit on the head of this penny here, like we've been doing so far. So let's go ahead and count. Here we go. Penny number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18, and then it spilled. So 17 drops fit on the penny. Let me pause and write this down. Okay, here we go. Trial number 2. 17 drops was trial number 1. Here we go, penny number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 dropped and then it spilled, so I'm going to write down 19. Let me pause and write that down. I'll be right back. Okay, so trial number 2, 19 drops. Let's go ahead and do trial number 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 21, and then it spilled on 22. So let me go ahead and write down 21. I'll be right back. Okay, so now that we've done 3 trials, I think you can calculate the average on your own. Soapy tap water plus salt plus warm water. Now, what if we were to compare that to this over here? This was our just tap water. Trial number 1, 19 drops. Trial 2, 19 drops. Trial 3, 14 drops. If we were, for some reason, comparing the tap water results to the soapy tap water plus salt plus warm water, we would have to try to analyze and make sense of this.